because we just went food shopping and got a big bag of potatoes, and we keep our potatoes in this basket. So we're gonna draw it with my graphite that I've been obsessed with the last few weeks. I was gonna show you a picture of Book's peeing, but we don't. This is a mug by our friend Eva, and it's great. It's one of my new favorite mugs next to my New Brunswick mug. And this is an At the Drive-In shirt that Kira got me, and I've been wearing it for the last 3 days. What's nice about these potatoes is that each one kind of acts as its own fine shape, and they create all these landmarks where things intersect. So I always look for intersections, like places of occlusion where one object is in front of another. Because those occlusions, those kind of separations of form, create a lot of the gesture and the more abstract elements of your visual field. I think ink will probably show up really well no matter what color you use, depending on how opaque it is. So if it's oil-based ink. What's funny is I followed her on Instagram before meeting Kira, and this is one of Kira's best friends. Surprisingly, I like the side of the graphite for these curved lines much better than the top. It doesn't hook me into an obligation with the form as it does when I use the tip. So doing a line like this feels a lot more deliberately curved than a line like this. Books likes to go onto the stove sometimes, and this morning I made Just Egg, which is this vegan egg alternative, but I made some and left the pan out, and it just had a little bit of egg-like skin type stuff on it, and that sounds awful. Some levels of generalization happen too, where maybe some forms need to be a little bit more specifically the shapes they are, and others need to kind of just occupy space for now. So I'm using some general orbs to represent the width of certain objects and spheres. It's really important that you understand what's going on in your drawing more than the drawing makes sense. So sometimes if I have a lot of information, I'll just do something that's hyper contrast, just so that I have that note in my head, and then I can base things off of that for a little while and then come back and edit it. The information that we kind of get to when we're working with each other, because everyone kind of has a different way of approaching drawing. I want to get more traditional painters on Twitch, or just to stream. Why not? Why not stream and share information? Make the value of university something other than what it is. Maybe I'm seeing things from two different perspectives, leaning back sometimes, forward others, but now I've got enough information to kind of pivot around, and I've found my important potatoes. So I can choose to edit the things that need to be edited to maintain those important gestural moments. These are definitely my favorite shaped tools, Conti or New Pastels, or these. I just think it's one of the most versatile mark making tools. Now I'm just blocking in some of that shadow space that I was talking about before. We'll be able to pick out the important kind of gestures from this, because each shape has its own kind of character. Now that I have the size and relationships down a little bit, I can start pulling out some of that character, exaggerating it,